good to be fucking back. YouTube, it's good to be fucking back. So good to be back. And I'd like to welcome y'all to a fan favorite. Some have seen those like Markiplier, Bob and Wade play this game. Others just played it for fun. Others played it for the experience. And with a third DLC now confirmed, already ready to go, I decided I'd go ahead and take this game for a spin. And while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and make a guide so you all can prove truthfully, without a shadow of a doubt, that you can play this game, get this game, and become a master in it early. So this is my representation to go from noob to average to pro in Risk of Rain 2. First, we're starting off with the two primary units you get to start the game as. Primary unit number one, the marksman, the combat expert himself, the commando. The commando is a jack of all trades, fully remarkable character in any situation of the game. The reason why I am re-quoting that top line is because of the fact that when playing early, mid, or late game, the way you play any commando can change the situation to either be better equipped for you or worsening you towards the enemy. It all depends on how you specifically play this game. Now, the first skill in his arsenal, his primary, just like in every other primary shooting game, is your right trigger. Your right trigger allows you to have a constant, with the two guns that he has, a constant stream of fire, each bullet naturally dealing 100% average damage. Next, you'll start out with the ability Phase Round. Phase Round is a one singular shot that deals increased damage the more targets it goes through. Or, when completing a few rounds a little bit, you can get what's known as Phase Blast, which is two close range buck shots dealing massive damage. Your secondary doesn't matter. It really just depends on whether if you like sniping people from a distance while blasting people from moderate range, or blasting people from moderate, taking them in long range and demolishing them in close range. Just depends on your preference. The first thing that you really need to worry about is your utility. You'll first have an ability called Tactical Roll, basically, where you roll a short distance in front of you. As you roll, the reason why the word roll is highlighted in blue is because while your body is in this state, you have a small invulnerability window, meaning you will not take damage in the animation that you're rolling. Or you can get a slide. So while you're sliding, you don't take damage. Then, like you said, you can also get the fire while sliding, which is still pretty cool. But between the two, this has the better perk, because with this one, some may not know it, but when you roll in the air, yes, it is a short distance, but you also gain increased drop rate, meaning you fall faster to the ground and may even receive higher fall damage. But with this, you actually get a chance to fly in the air if you jump, instead of sliding on the ground. This is the better utility for you. And for this one, all you have to do, if I'm not mistaken, is to just pick up 7 different items of the same item in any run playing this game. Now, I'm not even going to describe the frag grenade, because this is trash in my opinion. Yeah, okay, cool. I get to have 2 grenades dealing massive damage. Okay, I'd rather have a fully automatic gun that deals 100% stun damage per bullet, and it shoots more and faster with my attack speed. Meaning, I can turn this one pistol, instead of it shooting 6 times, 8 times, maybe even 12 times normally, I could add a few different perks and make this one gun become an LMG and shoot 50 to 100 without having to release the trigger at all. So, I would say that what? Of course, this is how you start as a noob. Number one thing you want to remember is that using this role, you want to use the utility to get out of a sticky situation. Then either continue to suppress fire, snipe those who are far from you and dealing your high damage to you that you're trying to escape from, or just simply, before you roll, go ahead, blitz their health, make them easier to kill, escape, then deal the damage necessary to win. But afterwards, your loadout should look something like this, where your initial bullets should be more than enough for you to handle those from mid to long range. Then you have the close range buckshot everyone loves in America as home defense. I'm just saying, them M2s, just saying. And then of course the ability to both dip while firing and jump while firing is incredibly good, along with the LMG. But now let's move on to the next, my personal favorite when starting this game, and my go-to tank whenever I need to go a long section. Whenever I need a lock in, I wouldn't even say going a long section or going around maps multiple times. I would say when I truly need to lock in and go hunt something down, I'm going to get the only other one that's active at the start of the game, which is the Huntress. The Huntress is a 100% the most versatile unit in this game, in my opinion. There will never be anyone as good as the Huntress in this game. Early game, as you're playing through the game, unlocking other characters, she will be the most versatile one you have. Let me explain why. First thing, extremely mobile, meaning that she's quick on her feet. Her movement abilities are top notch, with the small factor that she has a small initial health bar. But what do most things do with a small health bar? Just like any DPS in any, any player versus player game, like I don't know, something like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. What do damage dealers have? High damage, which is exactly what her original kit is capable of doing. Producing high damage over a decent rate of fire. So we'll start with her primary shot. Her strafe has the ability Agile, meaning that you can be fired while sprinting. It can be fired while sprinting. So even while you're moving at max speed, she can still shoot these arrows towards her targets. And yes, as you see right before you, it's a quick fire seeking arrow, meaning that you basically get to play Squirrel Girl from Marvel Rivals here in this game. Yes, I am not lying to you. Just like Squirrel Girl's new aiming assist, all of her attacks can follow and hit targets while you're moving, so long as your cursor is within the reach of that target. Her secondary, her only secondary, the laser gleave, this is your absolute best friend ever. A one-tap mechanic. You tap it once, it seeks the next 6 nearest targets, dealing damage, and after each target is successfully hit, it deals an additional 10 damage as it goes to the next one. Meaning that after the first target gets hit for 250% of your normal damage, the next one gets hit for 310%, or the last one, gets hit for 310% of your full damage. Meaning one of those last 3 is getting instant killed by this. It is incredibly powerful when a certain perk, when a certain 3 perks are active. Because there are 3 perks in this game that make this so deadly that you will only need to use this when you are surrounded. Not when there's multiple targets in front of you, just when you're surrounded. You could have 50, maybe even 100 different targets around you. But when those 3 perks are active and you launch not 1, not 2, but maybe like 20 or 30 of these, they seek everyone, eliminate everyone, and you just live. You're God. But now let's talk about her utility. The reason why she's a mobile fighter. Her utility first starts with the skill Blink, where you get to disappear, teleport, and blink forward in front of you. And yes, it is directly the way your character is facing, not the camera. So remember, you may be looking 90 degrees left, but your character is going to disappear 180 degrees forward. Remember that. Then, of course, we got the first unique special, a disappearing special. Arrow Rain allows you to teleport into a decent height into the air. Then it gives you a small circumference in an area of effect, where once you do apply it, it will rain down arrows on that target area. Any enemy within that area will be dealt 250 damage per second they're in there. Or excuse me, 225. I don't know why I said 250. But I'm just used to the slight damage perk that she does have with a certain skill. Anyway, but they will get dealt 250% of your normal base damage every second continuously for the next 30 seconds while also being slowed. When an enemy is slowed, they cannot attack and their movement speed is reduced, meaning that it's harder for them to run out of the circumference, meaning they're just going to continuously take that damage until either they die or the attack stops. But now, when you do complete the hundreds all the way and can actually improve her, first thing you need to do is use every available skill once you start hunting for her skills. And yes, the game does tell you, it does tell you how to unlock them skills. I forgot because I done played for a little bit. But yes, once you do unlock them, grab them. And let me tell you why. What's better than having 1 shot, 1 arrow? 3. What's better than having 3? 6. Meaning, 1 pull from her string might actually kill an enemy because they're getting hit 6 times if it's critical, that is. Then, what's better than being able to blink forward once? Being able to go blink 3 times in any direction. Awesome. Now, what's good with having 1 spot that deals continuous damage, but the enemies might still live, they're just slow, they just can't hit you? Why not being able to have 3 high damage headshots? That's what Ballista is. Being able to just teleport straight into the air, full power bow, fully drawed back. Being able to hit 3 consecutive headshots if you time it right, or just fast enough to the draw, or being able to slow it down and make sure you hit all 3 important targets you need, dealing massive damage. Letting you know that that 3 in front of that 900 right there stands for the 300 normal damage points you deal, times an additional 900 bonus damage. It hits like a truck. Now, since I gotten past the new characters, I am going to go ahead and let you know that in this game, as you can already see, there are going to be characters that are highlighted out. There are, in this game currently, 3 characters that you can unlock in the world you play in just by adventuring. The first one on this list is the airlifter. Excuse me, artifactor. But I call her an airlifter for the fact that she can quite literally hover in the air. That's the first skill I'm on right here. Allows you to jump and suspend her in the air, and she slowly descends back down. This character can be unlocked when entering a section. I believe it's called the. I believe it's called the Night Realm. I believe it's called. I never paid attention to this, but I get the chance, I'll show you where you can get these characters. That's the first one. The second one is a little friend we all call Rex. This little guy can only be found on 1 planet or one section of the planet on stages 4 or 3 if you time it right, by also going through the same place you would have found the artifactor. In the same region you find the artifactor on stage 3, you can force the same stage you would find Rex on. Or you could just wait for stage 4 for him to appear. The last one, Assured, can only be found and achieved when going through a place called the Null Realm. The Null Realm is basically null space from Sonic Forces. It's a place where it limits and hinders you the whole time you're there. What you have to do is stabilize a cell where you're surrounded by a whole lot of toxic gas that slowly, or not slowly, that quite literally hurts you the longer you stay within that reach. But luckily for you, there are these little glass spheres on the ground that can expand while you're charging up and holding in the harnessed energy to balance out the realm. It gives you breathing room while you're also fighting for your life. I'll show you that too in this run. But that's enough talking about the characters. Next, we're going to talk about actually setting up your game. So first is the difficulty. Now, of course, Drizzle is the easiest. You know, it's what you should do when you're playing the game, when you're just starting out the game or playing a brand new character. It doesn't matter if it's the first time you played it, or actually I would say the first 10 times you play that character, play it on this difficulty. You're playing a new character for the first time, play it on this difficulty. It makes the game just a tad bit easier, but it still progressively gets harder as it continues. As you can already see, your player's health regeneration comes back 50% faster. The difficulty reduction is reduced by 38%, meaning that it's slightly harder for the enemy to level up in the stage you're playing on. Then, of course, the difficulty scaling itself is reduced by 50. What that means is that as time goes on, as the difficulty would scale, it doesn't feel like it as much. So, you would play it here. Then, of course, Rainstorm is the very minimum. This game should be played whenever you are perfecting a character, or, like I said, you've gotten to that 10 or higher mark. This is when now you're trying to figure out what set works best for you and your playstyle as that character. Remember how I said you take about 10 games to learn how to play the character. In those 10 games, you adopt a playing style for that character. From rounds 11 onward, this is when you're perfecting that character, and you should play on Rainstorm difficulty. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. For me, someone who picks up the game fast, on round 20 or more, is when you should focus on Monsoon. Playing this game on its hardest difficulty for the fact that you now are seeking the challenge. You're seeking the challenge to gain experience, to understand what went wrong with your set, so you can back down in difficulty and reformat your set. Then when your set comes back, go back up to the higher difficulty and focus on that set. I will be playing on the easy difficulty just to show you how fast the game can progress and how slow enemy progression is. Like I said, just being a noob. So, of course, when you do select Drizzle, you do have the tutorial mode. I'm not gonna put that up here. Next, you have the add-ons. This allows you to add both any of the 5 additional characters that you see on the left-hand side. Any of the 5 additional characters may come from one of those DLCs, which we have 3 now, as you can see. When you get one of these DLCs, this is where you'll be able to use the content that's in them, allowing you to grab different perks, like I said, different characters, and different areas to search from. But the one place that's continuous here are artifacts. Yes, we got a few more, but mainly artifacts can be found on the 5th and last world before the boss, which you can prevent it by changing your destination from the moon back to the planet, which I will show you here too. Anyway, the main point is here to be able to change the game entirely. Normally what I would do is have the ability to pick my own items instead of the game randomly generating it for me. allowing monsters to drop items upon their death, so no more chests can spawn, so I just can get a free item, and then monsters are doubled, but their health is halving, making it easier for me to kill them, but there's more to kill, meaning in theory that there's more items to collect. Now, I think I've ran a decent amount of time, about 20 minutes or so. So, let's go in and let me show y'all what an average experience can look like. So, as you already see, I'm here in the Titanic Plains. This is called Ground Zero. This is the very first stage you on. Once you bust out of your cage, as someone like the hunter, as you can see, this blue triangle means that every single time I pull this trigger, it will hit towards that target or towards that enemy. And it doesn't matter where my camera looks, really, so long as that person is still within my reach. You'll know because that blue circle or the blue triangle is there. But so long as they're within my reach, I got it. Now, at the back of your pod, you can open this panel and grab this fuel array. Now, this fuel array is both dangerous and helpful. Because if you remember, I did say that there was a way that we could get our little friend Rex throughout this rotation. This is the way you'd have to get it. You would have to carry this fuel array all the way back to the 4th stage. Now, I do want to let it be known, most times in stage 1, it is going to be harder for you to be able to get what's known as an equipment slot. The equipment slot is where you already see that fuel array has gone. Where my triangle button is. But of course, there is some equipment you can get, thus allowing you to change the game up. And it helps. Most of them do. Most of them help. Some are quite honestly useless, but most of them help. Most of them are really your pals. They really do their job. Oh, see, and what do you know? And equipment. Now, I will go ahead and tell you that if you can, the first one that you really need to grab looks like the LOL shape. This is called the ocular HUD. This, for the next 7 seconds, can grant you 100% critical rate chance, meaning every attack you deal will deal 100% crit damage. As you can see at the top of the bar, the very first 2x2 item up there these are my tactical goggles. What these goggles do is that naturally give me an increased 10% chance to deal critical damage. Every critical shot now deals double the damage. So instead of me dealing 100 damage instead of me dealing 100 damage for every 3 hits my arrow deals, if it hits a critical, I'll now deal 200 for every arrow it hits. And as it already stated, when I am using the triple shot, anytime I hit a critical shot, I won't be firing 3, I'll fire 6. Each 6 does a total of 300 base, meaning I'll be dealing 600 damage to each enemy. So damage stacks up, and I get a higher chance to increase constant crit rates. As you can already see, the set is kind of building up. So as I deal more damage to all enemies, I'm also gaining an overshield. This shield that's covering over my health bar on the bottom left is what some people would choose to say is my shield in Fortnite. And as some would say, my shield, my life. Good old Gibraltar from Apex Legends, who's true. Once this overshield goes down, it is truly the extension of your life force. For it's its sole purpose. Its sole purpose is to be an additional barrier protecting your natural health. And as you can see, I keep stacking up on these two specifically, mainly for the fact that, as you already know, in most games like this, or you should know, that in any game where you can get equipment, it's better to have multiple copies of something, either to replace one when it breaks or to increase the potency of the effects. Meaning that I'm getting multiple of these so that the effect of it, dealing double damage, gaining my life shield, it works harder for me. It works better for me. And that's exactly what we want. But now, as you can see, we got our first green piece. I'm gonna introduce you to an easy perk that you will see right off spawn. Predatory Instincts. This will be a best friend for anybody playing this game. Predatory Instincts is one of those mechanics where each time you deal critical damage for up to 3 times with just 1 copy, it will increase your attack speed by a percentage. So there's 1, there's all 3. And as you can see, now I shoot faster. It doesn't seem like much at first, but trust me, it helps a lot. Being able to shoot faster means that I'm also able to hit targets faster. And see, I have another one. I'm gonna go grab it again to make it hit even the harder. Now, I will also have it be known, I have not once used my equipment this whole time so far. I should not have grabbed that. But hey, it's still cool to have it. It's cool to have almost anything. That in particular reduces my overall damage I take. But again, you won't really need that, late game. Because of course, you're going to have all these different shields on top of you. See? You'll have all those other shields on top of you. But anyway, let's see what this is. Nothing. Nothing good. Oh, but I can go ahead and tell you that the next piece of equipment you should look for early game would be the guided missile launcher. Or as we say, the DPS. The damage per second. Because that's really all you used it for. The disposable missile launcher is used for just that purpose. It's used to what? Be able to hit any target of high value or just in close proximity for a good amount of damage, keeping you alive and getting you out of sticky situations. So I'm going to take a second and just explore real quick, just so you guys can see the beauty of the map. I've already been here for almost 10 minutes. I only have 40 to finish putting this in a vid. Who's over here messing with you? Nobody? Okay. Get your little drone buddies to help you out, because in early game you're gonna need them. There are different drones. As you can see, I have a gunner drone, a gunner turret, and a healing drone. Healing drones can help by placing a healing stream to one of your fellow units or teammates and heal them constantly for 4 HP every second. Gunner drones fly around and deal damage in bursts, or if you're fast enough, making your attack speed and your allies' attack speed fast enough, it can deal damage to targets in a burst, changing its burst to a full auto and being able to deal damage to targets for 50% of your normal base damage, which is still pretty good. But I think I've explored enough of this area. Well, hello there. Ooh, so many of you. Y'all must not have liked me. So yes, as you can see, in the early game, I'm not even stressing most of the skills. I'm still using the same two that I've been using. But as you can see, I've kind of reached my peak. So, I think it's time to show y'all. I think it's time to show y'all how to proceed to the next stage. So, right in front of me, this little marker, this helps you from anywhere on the map identify where the teleporter is. As you can see in the top right, it says my current objective is to find said teleporter and activate the teleporter. In order to activate it, just come up and push your confirmation button. Once you do, you will now be asked to sit into an area of effect and stay here, be the boss, and charge the ultimate. Or charge the teleporter. As you charge said teleporter, they must remember me. But as you fight off all these bosses, the teleporter is also charging. As you can see, I also now gained the mission defeat the bosses. Or defeat the boss. Which, as you can see, there was a total of 4. Now there's 2. There's another one down. Y'all do not like me today. But as you can see, me just walking one normal set, and I'm only basically using just 6, 7, 8, 9 items. I'm really just using 9 items. The last one doesn't even really matter because they're not really hitting my health. You're hitting the overshield. Wait, yep. This is basically what happens. You fight a whole bunch of guys. And see, right now, as you can see at the top, the boss is already close to dying. She always is. And I'll let you know something else. As you can currently see, the teleporter says it's charging at 99%. Truth be told, the teleporter should have already been done by now. Why aren't you done? Simple. The boss is still alive. In order to teleport to the next stage, all enemies that were spawned by the teleporter must fall, including any active bosses in the area. Even if you move from the teleporter and the boss follows you, you need to follow and finish. So, I'm gonna take a moment and just stock up. And while I'm here, I'll go ahead and show y'all. Since I've already showed you the 2 best for noobs, I'll go ahead and show you one of the next few just for starting out as a moderate player. The first one will be the Jade Elephant. This one gives you 500 overshield, thus protecting you when you don't have your shield. Next is the Life Leech. This one gives you 7% life steal whenever you hit an enemy. All that's good. But I'm gonna tell you one of the early ones, one of the early mid-game ones that you'll find, which is actually your best in-game strat. This is known as Goro's Opus. Excuse me, my fault. But basically, everyone on your team now gets a massive, scary attack and movement boost for the next 7 seconds. Now, 7 seconds isn't a lot. But in this game, 7 seconds can determine life or death in an instant. And I'll show you in the next stage. In the next stage, I'm not going to spend so much time looting. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and go straight for the teleport as soon as I see it. And I left one. I'm mad. Origins of Tar is almost always your second stage. Very seldomly that it's not. Oh, wait. Y'all hear those bells? Those bells indicate that the game has finally decided that it is time for the enemies to get stronger. As you can see, I am no longer in easy mode, I am in medium. Now, enemies guaranteed level up. They level up anywhere from 4 to 5 levels each time a stage or the overall stage difficulty increases. As you can see, they went from level 2 from the last stage to level 4 now. Of course, there's still no problem for me because I'm level 8. But as you can see, this lunar coin right here, this is what I was talking about, the moon shop earlier, where you could find the artifactor. I'll show y'all that. Because once you pick up a lunar coin, you can find one of these little beacons throughout the world. A newt altar is what they're called. These allow you to go to what I call the moon shop. Moon shop allows you to spend those lunar coins for perks, upgrades, and everything else you need to help kill off other things, including grabbing additional perks. It even sells you special moon perks that changes the game or even changes your skills depending on how you're playing. Now, I'm going to shut up and lock in for a second because I need to hopefully find a way either up to that shop or find a second one. Always hit these when you have a chance. Whenever you see those little spires like that with the little purple icon on top of it, always hit them when you have a chance. Why? Because in the midst of doing so, one of the enemies there has a chance. It starts out low, but then it gets increasingly higher. Each one of them has the chance of dropping down what is called a legendary or special perk. Was that it? No, it's orange. But it can drop a legendary or special perk. Legendary is red, special is yellow or yellow. My fault. Oh. But anyway, in doing so, you can get a piece of equipment that is actually pretty OD. Some are great for both mid, early, and late game, and some are just early for mid and late game. But again, the preference of the player determines how good they are to you in any situation. Well, here's the teleporter. I'm gonna spend a few more seconds seeing if I can find... Okay, you just hurt me. Thank you. But seeing if I can find one of those altars again, or if I'm just gonna have to hopefully try to live long enough so that I could get one secondary perk, the additional jump perk, and climb up there basically. I don't see another one. And that saddens me. This is one of the few maps where the second one might be up top where you'll never be able to see it unless you have those perks for the additional jump. And so with that being said, me not wanting to waste any more time, let's start. Ooh, hello. No sir, you can go. Thank you. Bap, bap, bap. Alright, with both bosses defeated, let's see if I can take 2 of these jump perks and get over to the place that I need to. Actually, I'll wait a little longer. I'll wait until the teleporter is at like 80%. Okay, there's a third one, which is nice. Might actually help. Okay, we're almost at 70. Okay. It looks like I might just have to take this third one and do my best with it. Alright then. Off we go. Meow. Alright, here we go. No, I forgot! No! Dang it! I forgot that there's certain things that if you do activate the teleporter, you won't be able to grab. So here, I'll show you, since I've done messed up, I'll show you the punishment the game gives you when you do accidentally miss your chance in using an item. And I'll grab extra hops just so the next time I see one, I can't miss it. So we'll be in stage 3. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I apologize, everyone. But basically, once you do finally charge up the teleporter, see, I charged up the teleporter. I'm gonna grab one of these. Two, 3, 4. Now, as you can see, it's open again. I can use a Luna coin, but as you can see, it says the blue orb appears. The reason why it will not be a blue portal, which is the benefit of it, is because the teleporter has already been charged. It's not going to allow me to go to a different realm when I've already lost the ability to gain the energy for said realm. If that makes sense. Basically, I can't go nowhere that I've already spent gas to go somewhere else. The perk that you just see me grab now is just to boost my speed. One increase overall speed and one for movement speed. Ooh, relay data. There's a nice cool secret on this map you could find if you get here fast enough. I unfortunately missed it because in order to get here fast enough for that cool little item, you have to get here within 10 minutes. You have to beat the first 2 stages and get to this stage within 10 minutes. Is it back here? No. Oh, it's down here. You see that blinking timer? It says that if you can get here before 10 minutes and open up this chest, you get a special item. And yes, I have done it as decently as good as advertised. Okay. I'm at 24 minutes now. Yep, you're not hitting me, Bo. Now, if I was a moon shrine, where would I hide? Because you're definitely not on the ground floor. So you gotta be somewhere up high this time. And the teleporter's there. Most times you're not near the teleporter. Uh-oh, get ready, people. As you've already heard, the three dings signifies that the game has gone a little harder. And as you can see, everyone or all the enemies are now level 7, while I am still level 10. Still no real threat, but hurtful. Ugh, it's not back here either. There's not many places left it could be. And actually, sure, I think I'll go ahead and grab the attack speed one as well. Is that it? No. So that means only one of you spawned this game. That's interesting. So the last one is up there. It's the last spot teleporter, a blue realm teleporter can be. Yeah, I'm not worried about you. Nope. Not even in the slightest, buddy. Oh, that's mean. This game is mean. You tell me I did all of that, and you didn't even spawn on this map. Wild to me. Ooh. This guy, this right here, the TC80 to 280, very, very good friend. As a matter of fact, since he's only 1300, let me go farm this real quick. Grab another speed boost and another sprint boost. No, you don't. I hear you. Alright, so I'm at 1100. Yeah, I don't know what you thought you were doing. Ooh. I didn't think I'd have the chance to show you the gold realm. But the gold realm is a nice little mini boss before the boss. And as a matter of fact, I don't even need to continue to run around and stack up time when I can just go ahead start this. Hello again. Yep, hello. Yep, I'm just here shredding people's health. Let me get some more jumps. Hurry up, give me more money. I need $100 more. Give me your money. I need $100 more. Alright, I got it. No. I forgot it's still gonna lock it out. So I gotta come right back over here. Finish this in secret. And then I can buy my friend. That right there is a legendary machine. He helps out a lot and can only be found in this area. But like I said, a legendary teammate. Dude is high-key goated. He's high-key goated on the sticks, chat. But I can show you the mini boss stage. Whoa! Hold on. You see this big guy I'm shooting at right now, everyone? Here in the mini boss stage, you can fight a gold version of that. Which that is the second strongest boss in this game. For it has the ability to increase his damage when his health is less than 50%. And then it also has the ability of also gaining lifesteal. So yes, if you don't kill it fast, it will kill you. But while you're here, time stops, as you can see. Time stops. And then you also have a little chest here. Now, I only have 7 minutes left in this recording. So, I'm gonna try. Okay, so I can only get 3 done right now. And the other 4 are right. Oh, I got 4 done. Okay. So at least y'all can see them. There you go. This dude, Big Rocker, the Op Stopper, is what I like to call him. The man is swole for no reason. As you can see, I am a little poor. I'm a little broke. Because I'm 4 coins short of buying the next one. And the 2 of them most likely are going to destroy my drones. Unless I can get 290. Alright, I got it. I got enough. That's 1. That's 2. Now you're vulnerable. It means I can get rid of you. And there you go. You're trying to get your health up, but no, I'm not going to allow it. I'll go ahead and finish this. Once you finish this, yes, you can enter back into the portal, but there's one little surprise out here that you can get to have. That's this. The ability to have him whenever you use your teleporter. So, that fun little boss mini stage. Yeah, because I don't think it's out here. I got one last chance to this. Oh, it was back here. I ran right past it. Come here. Teleporter. There we go. Just had to lock in for a moment. But it appears my time is up, people. I only have 30 seconds left. And I don't think this teleporter is going to charge fast enough for me to show you the final stage. But it was an honor showing y'all this game, taking the time. And I'll come back later when I can show you the final stage.